I am gonna make a little easy salmon lunch, and who doesn't like salmon or easy? So I thought I would show you what we're doing. We're gonna have some baked salmon and some creamy Parmesan asparagus orzo, and I made off camera a lemon vinaigrette, which I will put in the description below for our little arugula salad on the side. So the first thing we're gonna do is start with our fish, and I have it next to the sink. I rinsed it, and I also patted it dry. So I'm gonna grab that, but first of all, I'm gonna throw a little bit of olive oil in my pan here. I'm going to grab my fish and put them in the pan. So I have about a pound of salmon, skin on salmon. This is the wild caught. We prefer the wild caught salmon, but you can use whatever salmon you want. I'm just going to place it in my baking dish here. And then I'm going to sprinkle it with some salt and pepper, just a little bit. I do have my oven preheated, or preheating to 400 degrees, because we're going to put this in a 400-degree oven. So a little bit of salt, some pepper. Then we're going to cut up some butter and some garlic and some lemon. So let's start with the butter. I'm just going to put a little bit of butter on each salmon fillet. We're having this for lunch during the week. So this is perfect for like weeknight type, you know, recipe or whatever. We know it's all going to melt off of the salmon, you know, pretty quickly, but whatevs. It is what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna save the butter out because we're gonna need that again. So I have a little piece of butter on each little fillet. I'm going to cut a lemon. We're gonna juice some lemon over the fish here, because fish needs lemon, but I'm going to do it over this little strainer here so I don't get any seeds. These are seedy suckers. The more lemon the better. It's just going to bake in it and mix with that butter and be scrumptious. There's the lemon. Then let's go ahead and dice up some garlic. I have these little this peeled garlic, these bags of peeled garlic. I'm gonna need some for my orzo, and I'm gonna need some for the salmon. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dice up all of it. Because I'm here, I cannot find my garlic smasher, crusher, mincer. I do not know why. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know where it went. But somehow in the move from the motorhome, like, it is just not here, and I don't know why not. So I have to chop it up like this, and this is like my least favorite thing to do because I feel like it takes forever. Is anybody else like that? You're like chopping away, and then it gets on your hands and it's sticky, and anyway, I love garlic and I love, you know, cooking with garlic, but I don't like chopping it. And then that minced garlic, although you can find some good ones, you know, you heard the story where I guess it's proven too, anyway, that they peel the garlic or smash it. They do something with their feet, like the prisoners. I don't know. It's just like a urban legend type of thing. But anyway, comment down below if you've heard of that. So anyway, we don't use the garlic because of that reason. So I think this is as fine as I'm going to get it. So we are going to sprinkle some of it just around the fish here. And we're going to pop it into our just now preheated oven for about 20 minutes or so. And then while that is in the oven, we are going to start making our asparagus orzo. We are going to add a little bit of olive oil to a pan, just a little bit, and then we're going to do a little butter as well. Butter. Okay. And then once that's warm, we're going to throw our asparagus and our garlic in here. Okay, so we've got this a little melted here. So we're going to throw in our asparagus. And then we'll probably throw in our garlic after. Now we'll throw it all in at once because that's going to be easier. Anyway. Okay, and we're going to give that a little saute just for a couple minutes until the garlic is fragrant and then the asparagus is a little tender. In the meantime, I am going to take my orzo and just measure out. I'm going to do 3/4 of a cup. We're just going to, you know, kind of eyeball it. Because like I said, I mean, first of all, this is lunch. Although we try to eat like our biggest meal at lunchtime. So, there's that. And I do want to toast my orzo, so I'm going to go ahead and throw my orzo in here with my asparagus and garlic. Let these cook together. We're going to add some, you know, broth. So the asparagus will get tender as well. I'm going to do some better than bouillon. I'm going to make, I don't know, a couple cups or so of, you know, actually I'm just going to do 1.5 cups of the bouillon because then that way, you know, we don't have too much. So I have hot water because I really want it to melt. So I'm just going to take a little bit of it instead of using chicken broth. You can use water. Let's give this a stir over here. I don't want it to get too toasty. Okay, it's ready for the broth. Give this a good mix. We're going to throw this in here. Want to turn the heat down a little bit. We want it to, you know, simmer, boil, do its thing. Is this the right lid? Nope. I got a 50-50 chance and I got it wrong. So I'm going to give it a good little stir. I'm going to add some Parmesan when this is tender. So we're going to let this hang out and absorb the water. If we need to add more water, we'll add more water. And then we're going to do our little arugula salad on the side because arugula, this is, I've been getting like, I don't know, it's supposed to be good for circulation. And like I've been, like my hands and feet are cold when I get up, I'm real dizzy all the time. So Dale's like, listen, this is what we're having. So I am excited, and I don't like, it says to have it with arugula, which is the whole reason that I made the dressing is for the arugula, simply because I don't like warm wilted lettuce. Like, I'm okay with wilted spinach, things like that, but lettuce, no ma'am, not for me. So I made this lemon vinaigrette to drizzle over the arugula, just to have like a little arugula salad. I also have some tomatoes, which we need to eat, so I think I'm gonna cut those up actually, because we can actually have, you know, like a little salad situation. And we need to eat these tomatoes. So, oops, they're rolling away. I love tomatoes and fish, and I love just tomatoes in general, but yeah. And my tomato plant went through like a whole little spurt of it's producing a whole bunch of little tomatoes, and then now it's like they're not quite ready yet. I think that should be good for a couple salads. These are pre-washed. Oh, it's doing good. And then let's take a little peek at our fish. Oh yeah, it's doing good. I want to give our orzo a little stir. Could use a little stir. Okay, here we go. Does not look good. That looks so good. Our salmon's done. We're going to get it out of the oven. Look at that garlicky butter sauce. Looks good. Smells good. I went ahead and put the arugula with our tomatoes on the plate. Let's check on our orzo over here. I had to add just a little bit more water to this. It wasn't quite tender. Okay, that's done. Let's turn it off. And then to our orzo, I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of Parmesan. Give it a stir. So we're going to plate it up. We're going to take a nice big spoonful of this asparagus orzo here. And then we're going to take a couple pieces of this fish here. And then we have our little lemon vinaigrette on the side. Give it a little drizzle, the dressing. And this is what's for lunch. Garlic butter salmon, asparagus orzo, some arugula, tomatoes with a lemon vinaigrette. I'm making Dale take me to Orange County to the better thrift stores. There's a Savers and I want to check it out, and then plus there's all kinds of other stuff, and you know, it's nice over there and it's good to get out of where we're at. So we are currently in line to get an oil change, but then we are headed up and over Ortega Highway to Orange County. So of course I'll bring you along with me. I'm gonna have some more on. I won't go back up there. I won't look down there, but they're there. You know what I mean?
Porque cada rato compras un blue. Mira esto. Mira esto.
That's not my style. That's not my style. Those dude shoes. We're in the houseware section now. Looking around. Got some things in the cart. These are kind of cool. Are they cool? Because all the barbecue ones are so damn big. They have to be so spread, though, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's the same.
No, I know.
Kind, but yeah.
Yeah. But you like that though. Okay.
Cream is blonde. We didn't end up getting too much at the thrift store, but I wanted to show you what we did get. We got this Aloha coffee cup. Like, we went through a period where we thought we had like so many coffee cups that we didn't need anymore, but then we kept running out. So anyway, we got more coffee cups. And then home is where the waves are. I guess it's on both sides, this coffee cup. And I like this size too. And then we got a Starbucks, because I really like those size cups. And then we ended up getting this feather pillow. I washed the cover already, but of course it has a bus and it says California. Super cute. And then our little Spam guy. He's cool. He's like, put him on our dresser because Diego will think that it's, you know, a toy and rip it to shreds. And then I did find a pair of Abercrombie jeans. They are the ankle straight ultra high rise curve love. So I actually wore these to work yesterday. and they worked out really well. So that is what we got at the fancy thrift store. It was a little more disappointing than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like super exciting. They were going to have all the things, but man, it's tough to find a good thrift store around without having to travel like super far. And we traveled super far and it still wasn't even that great. But anyway, if you enjoyed today's recipe, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below anything you would like me to try or to film. And I'll see you on the next one.